Global Aid Against Poverty is on the ground, delivering famine relief to people in need worldwide. You and I know both how difficult it would be for any one of us not to have safe drinking water, not to have access to medicine or food. These are the vitals for human sustainment. And this is what global aid and relief is about, bringing relief where it is needed to the human crisis. And we need to understand the scope of this crisis. The East African environment, and in particular Somalia, has been struck with a combination of civil war, famine, and drought, where more than 11 million people have been affected and over 23,000 children have died in the last 3 months. You and I may take water, medicine, and food for granted because of where we live. But these children and these people, they do not take it for granted. Every drop of water that they get a chance to receive, that water is valuable to them. And every morsel of food they appreciate. And the clothes that they're wearing, they appreciate. And when they know that it is from you, they will make dua for you and they will make dua for me. Help is not something that can be afforded to be procrastinated. When people are in a fire, when people are in a condition, when people are drowning, and in this case, when the people are in the middle of devastation, they need your help now. There are some short-term and some long-term objectives which we need to meet. We understand that the short-term need is food, water, and medicine. But what we need to invest in now is in infrastructure that will eventually and inevitably lead towards restoration and empowerment for these people. That restoration and empowerment will include building wells to provide safe water and eventually the empowerment for those affected by this crisis. We are presently feeding and providing shelter and medical care for these families who are situated in various regions of the crisis. We would like for you and I both to conceptualize what it must be like to be in the midst of this crisis and not know where help is coming from. Can you imagine a village of people who are receiving clean water that will allow their livestock to live, that would allow them to grow food, and that would allow them to restore their dignity? Could you imagine the rewards that you and I would receive? Most of us in America, we drive cars that cost $20, $30, $40, $50,000. But did you know that you could dig a well for just $10,000 and that well will feed a population of an entire village? It will sustain their livestock and allow them to grow food, and that on your scales on the day of judgment, on your Mizan al-Hasanat on the day of judgment, the sustaining of these people, their families, their children, their livestock, and their lives, your reward will be commensurate to what you have done for these people. Dear brothers and sisters, I want to make an appeal to your heart. At this moment, I want you to search your soul. You've seen the images, you've heard the facts, and the responsibility of it can only be fulfilled by people like yourselves. Make a commitment, whether that commitment is $100 or whether that commitment will be $10,000 in order to build a well. All of it involves the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today, make that donation, make that commitment, make this contribution to change those lives. You and I, and the quality of our lives, will also be improved. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.